Hello again. Now, young South Africans are being helped to bring green businesses to life. The Indalopreneurs program supports business ideas for renewable energy, sustainable food and agriculture, water, transport and industrial technology. So let's find out exactly how all of this works with Managing Director of Indalo Inclusive, that's Kanju. A very good morning and thanks so much for your time this morning. So help us understand this, this project or this endeavor that you've started to help Indalopreneurs. Actually like that, so well done on that. It's very catchy. But it's the Indalopreneurs Just Transition Enterprise Support Program, a very long name. What is a just transition? What do we mean by that?
Thank you so much, and good morning to the viewers this morning. Indeed, Indalopreneurs, let's defining that first of all. It's a Nguni name that basically means creation. We're just kind of playing with words between issues of creation and entrepreneurship. As Indalo Inclusive, we're a not-for-profit company that's based in Pretoria, and we've been existent for over 3 years at the moment. We've actually been funded recently by the EU through a program called a strategic partnership for the implementation of the Paris Agreement. And within the framework of the whole Paris Agreement, we are fortunate to be implementing this Just Transition Enterprise Support Program, and abbreviated JTEP. And what we're trying to do is to identify what we call established entrepreneurs that are willing to work in mining communities as we move to a more greener economy, to innovate and help transform society, so that we actually end up having a more net positive impact on the environment and society.
So how are you making this possible for those who can to help others who want to?
Yeah, so we're providing two things. One, we're providing technical support to these Indalopreneurs, and it's a 6-month support program. We have a number of tools that have been developed over time that we're going to be applying within this boot camp process, so to call it. But we're also providing financial support. We are fortunate that we're implementing a number of programs at the moment. One of those is a program that is funded by the Government of Flanders that looks at climate adaptation. So we're putting a blend of financing mechanisms that are going to help assist these entrepreneurs to really work with communities, work with the economists within these mining communities, to really bring about the much needed change in the communities where they are positioned.
So how are you identifying where you're going to send this help to?
So yeah, we've been, the National Planning Commission has developed a very comprehensive document that looks at different clusters of mining communities in the country. One of those, or two of those that we're focusing on, is in Mpumalanga and the Limpopo province. So our identification zooms into those provinces in the first place. We will be putting out a call for applications. We've just recently launched it on the 21st of this month. During the Climate Diplomacy Week, and we received very positive support and feedback around that. And what we'll then do, the call for applications is actually going live next week, and people should look out on our platforms to be able to apply for this. And part of this reason we're part of this interview today is to enable us to actually spread the word out there. But I think most importantly, we're working with a number of intermediate organizations and other partners on the ground, including government. We are very fortunate that we have a very cordial relationship with the Department of Environment, Forestry and Fisheries, and through them, we're also supporting an initiative, which is a ministerial initiative called the Driving Force for Change. So within those intermediate organizations, within the partners that we work with, we're distributing and sharing the information for applicants to apply.
So let's just explain to us, to the rest of us, why this matters, why a program like this actually matters, why it matters that you're helping these communities. What's the hoped for end result here?
Well, we actually have a situation as a country. I mean, just to give an example, the issue of load shedding, the issues of power cuts, by and large are attributed to a scarcity of an input resource in coal, for example. But we also have a much bigger challenge of the fact that those kind of industries, the coal-fired power stations, really are not sustainable. This is not an energy source that we can depend on. We've got very good examples and scientific evidence that point to the fact that these are actually very harmful to the environment. So, and what is also quite interesting is the fact that both the ruling party and government have taken a very strategic decision that the next kind of growth that we embark upon now has to be more into the greener economy space. So this is part of our contribution, and we feel honored as Indalo Inclusive South Africa that we are able to contribute and play a role within this space and help our society transition. And I mean, at some point, these mining companies and mining industries are actually sunset industries. Jobs are going to be shared off, and people are going to lose jobs. A number of economic opportunities are going to be lost within the value chains. So it's quite critical at this point that we work with speed, with haste, to be able to really support a number of entrepreneurs that can help generate jobs and help build the economy.
All right, great. Thanks very much, Kanju there from Indalo Inclusive SA. A great, much-needed initiative there as well, especially for our youth.